That's another thing I think is a good mark of a leader. You know, if you're willing to start something and then step out of the way when it's time for someone else to run with it, and you let that ego aside, then when you can let someone else lead because it's time for them to lead, I think that's pretty amazing.
Your term must end regardless of what
Yeah,
you do, and
exactly.
it's okay. I remember being an
Unless you're in the Supreme Court.
seriously. I remember this is so petty of me. I remember being the president of an organization at UT, and I had it in my mind. I am the best president of the last 5 years. Screw this. The next president who came in, I knew him. I was like, screw this guy. I'm so much better. It was so ridiculously stupid for me. He was probably much better. But kind of towards the tail end of this interview, there's this concept shared with me quite a few years ago, and I like it a lot, which is when we think about ourselves, most of the people who have impacted us, or we've learned quotes from, or small lessons, or just been inspired by, 99% of them have no idea that they've impacted us. Like the books we've read, the podcasts,
Mm,
the people who we've worked with. Someone might say something that's stuck in our mind. A TED talk, somebody randomly saying something, it just sticks in our mind. And I think that's really interesting in leaders because as somebody who leads, and I've been on both ends of this, if a leader says something, there's more weight to it. And you don't always know if what you're trying to communicate is what's being received. So I believe that if you're saying something, if you try your best, it's a 30% chance that they really take it to heart, even if you want them to. And so I feel like leaders have to be really careful, not careful, but intentional with what they say, especially their team. Because if a leader says, we're going to do this, and he's just thinking about it, or she's like, I've got this plan and we might do it next week, the rest of the team might actually start working on it. So you have to be careful.